Have you ever just felt like you're running on empty? You know, caught in that endless loop of putting out fires, being the hero, and then just collapsing from exhaustion? Well, today we are diving deep into an incredible framework that's like a user's guide to your inner world, mapping out the journey from total burnout to a really healed whole life. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the burnout cycle, what it is, and why we get stuck in it. Then we'll meet our inner protectors, these parts of us we built just to get by. From there, we'll talk about finding the baseline, which is a whole new way of being. After that, we get super practical with the new playbook. And finally, we'll cast a vision for what it looks like to lead from a truly healed center.
All right, let's jump in. First up, the burnout cycle. We're calling this the hero on fumes because it's all about recognizing that pattern of exhaustion that might feel, well, a little too familiar for many of us. Let's really break down what that looks like.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly lays out the structure. It all starts with some seismic negative, a crisis, a problem, something big and bad that triggers a heroic part of us to jump in and save the day. And you know what? We often get these amazing, extraordinary results. But the final stop on that train is always the same: total exhaustion. Sound familiar?
And right here, this is the whole point, the key pivot. The goal isn't just to recover from this burnout so you can get ready for the next one. No way. It's about fundamentally shifting from a life run in constant survival mode to one of stable, centered leadership.
So, how in the world did this pattern get so deeply wired into us? Well, that brings us to Section 2, where we get to meet our inner protectors. This is the origin story of the parts we built, often as kids, simply to survive.
And check this out. It's fascinating. These roles we play inside ourselves aren't random at all. They often form at specific ages to deal with specific challenges. Like, around 3 to 5 years old, we might develop an appeaser to keep the peace. Around 8, a part that manages resources. Between 8 and 12, a builder or a performer emerges to earn safety and approval. And then, as teenagers, the firefighters show up, the parts that just kill the pain fast.
This table just lays it all out so clearly. Take the appeaser. Its original job was a good one. Keep the peace. But the cost today? We overextend ourselves and completely forget our own needs. Or the builder, who earned us safety by being amazing. Now, it brings a crushing sense of shame whenever we're not perfect. And the firefighter, who got us through tough times by numbing the pain, well, now it tends to break long-term things for that short-term relief. See, these parts were our heroes once, but their playbooks are seriously outdated.
Okay, so if these protectors are running the show and burning us out, what's the alternative? This brings us to a really crucial part, Section 3, the turning point. This is all about shifting from that life of crazy extremes to a stable, steady center.
So many of us live our lives on an emotional roller coaster, right? Spikes of +10 joy, followed by dips of -10 pain. It's volatile, it's reactive. The whole idea here is to get off the roller coaster and start living on the baseline. Think of it like the zero line. Now, this isn't about feeling nothing, not at all. It's about being stable and responsive instead of constantly reacting to everything around you.
So what exactly is this baseline? Well, you can think of it as stability with capacity. It's a place where you can actually enjoy the good things, really savor them, without flying into mania. And it's a place where you can feel the hard things, the negative things, without it leading to a total collapse. It's just centered strength.
And the best part is, it's not some far-off mystical state. You can practice getting back there all day long. Here's a simple 1-minute micro practice. This example uses a prayer. Breathing in, Jesus, you are my center. And breathing out, I am safe in you. Then you just name one feeling you're actually having, like, I feel anxious, and ask a simple question. What brings me towards zero right now? Maybe it's a sip of water. Maybe it's looking out the window for 10 seconds. It's small, it's doable, it's grounding.
Oh, I absolutely love this quote. You don't have to earn your baseline. It's your inheritance. For anyone out there who's driven by that inner performer or builder, this is revolutionary. This peace, this centeredness, it is not another thing you have to achieve. It's a gift that's already yours. You just have to learn how to receive it. Okay, so now that we know the goal is to live from this baseline, how do we actually do it? This is where we get into Section 4, the new playbook, and it is packed with practical, real-world tools for reassigning those inner roles and setting some much-needed new boundaries. And this next idea is a total game changer. No firings, only reassignments. We are not trying to get rid of these protective parts of us. They literally saved us. They got us here. So instead, we honor them. We thank them for their service, and then we give them new, healthier jobs that actually serve the adult we are today.
And look how beautifully this works. Your old appeaser part, instead of just saying yes to everything, gets promoted to Boundary Scout. Its new job is to spot manipulation and help you draft a kind, firm no. The firefighter becomes the de-escalation team, who uses a 20-minute soothe kit before reacting. And the part that used to withdraw and hide, it becomes the Sabbath keeper, proactively scheduling rest so you don't have to run away. They go from being panicked protectors to wise, trusted partners. It's an incredible shift.
Now, this new playbook isn't just for our inner world, it changes our relationships too. A huge part of this is learning to spot the difference between red flags and green flags in other people. You know, the wolves who always create urgency and steamroll your boundaries versus the real helpers who ask what you need and honor your pace.
And here's a straight-up superpower tool. Have a pre-scripted boundary sentence ready to go. This example is great. Thank you. This season, I'm only acting through my weekly priority list. Please send your idea in that format. It's polite, it's clear, it's firm, and it protects your energy and your baseline. What a lifesaver.
Okay, so all of this work, getting to know our parts, finding our baseline, creating a new playbook, it all leads us here to our final section, leading from a healed center. It's time to cast a vision for the future self this journey is building, a life that is truly integrated and whole. A big vision, like becoming a wise mentor who leads from a place of deep peace, can feel, well, huge, maybe even impossible. But look at how this timeline makes it feel totally achievable. You just break it down into milestones. First, you just focus on building that baseline. Then maybe you work on repatterning your confidence. Then you start to formalize mentoring. You move step by step, over time, towards that incredible future.
And we can start right now, today. This here is a simple 90-day healing plan. It's not about some stressful, massive life overhaul. It's about small, repeatable actions in 4 key areas. A, focusing on your baseline and your body with daily rhythms. B, cultivating real community. C, simplifying your work to just 3 main priorities. And D, shaping a narrative of hope in how you communicate. Simple, doable, powerful.
And all of this really culminates in one profound, and maybe even a little scary, question we have to ask ourselves. Who am I when nothing urgent is on fire, and is that enough for me? So many of us have built our entire identity on being the problem solver, the hero in the crisis. The real challenge is learning to find our value and our identity in the quiet, in the peace.
I just think this dialogue is such a beautiful metaphor to end on. After a lifetime of building temporary shelters to survive the storms, the invitation here is to finally build a real house. And notice, we're not doing it alone. Our parts, the appeaser, the builder, all of them, they get to bring their tools. They're valuable. But we're invited to let a higher power bring the blueprint. It's a co-creation. And in the end, the whole transformation is this. We move from putting out fires to lighting hearths. It's about realizing that the exact same energy we've been using for all that frantic survival can be redeemed. It can be redirected to create warmth and safety and deep community for ourselves and for everyone we have the privilege to lead and to love.